week on Card Sharks. And they could win a trip to Hawaii if they play their cards right. And now, the host of Card Sharks, Bill Rafferty.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Big Bob Hilton. Welcome, everybody, to Card Sharks. You know, we're having a lot of fun this week. The second day coming up of Young People's Week. We got some real nice folks we'd like you to meet. We've always got prizes to give away and money to give away. Don't forget about the trip to Hawaii. We gave one yesterday. Let's get started right now. We always do it the same way. Here come our lovely dealers. Here's Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton. Whoa. Another tropical wonder.
Yeah. I guess that's going to be the whole scheme all week. We're going to see one snappy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They're really nice. Just this was nice. This is nice. Yeah, I like this. Keep up the good work, ladies. Deal out the cards. Right.
Let's get started right now. Let us meet our Card Sharks. Come on. Hello.
Hi.
How are you, Bridget? Introduce yourself to the folks at home,
Hi.
please.
My name is Bridget Galloy. I go to St. Joseph's School. I'm in the 7th grade, and my hobbies are horseback riding, swimming, and I like to travel.
And you like to travel? And you notice the boys occasionally? Yeah.
Sometimes.
I had a feeling that kind of happened from time to time. Hello, Michael.
Hi.
Introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Mike Duran. I go to Whittier Christian School, junior high, and I'm 12 years old. I like to swim and play tennis.
You like to? Good for you. Well, look at two active kids we got right here with us. Good luck to both of you. I know you cut your cards backstage. Don't forget, we've got prize cards in the deck. And what's today's big prize? Why is it a portable keyboard we've got in the deck today? Let's get started right now. Lacey's already dealt out the cards for game number 1. Bridget, this question's for you. Ready to do it? Mm-hmm. We surveyed 100 married women, and we asked them, since the wedding, have you ever worn your wedding dress again? How many married women said they have worn their wedding dress a second time? I think Joan Collins wears hers every other day, but I could be wrong. But Bridget, what do you think?
Well, my mom, I don't think she's ever worn her wedding dress again. I hope not.
You mean when you get down for breakfast in the morning, she doesn't have it on or something?
No. I hope not. But I think that's going to be fairly low because not many women wear their wedding dresses again unless they're getting married a second time.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably going to be about 24.
24. Mike, what do you think?
Well, I think it's going to be even lower because a woman's wedding dress is always, you know, real, like, nice to her, and she always wears it just for one time, being special. Mm-hmm. I don't think my mom's ever really worn her wedding dress again.
No.
And so I think it's just going to be lower.
Just a little bit lower?
Yeah.
Okay. The actual number of married women who have worn their wedding dress a second time is 26. It is a little higher. A little higher. Good guess, Mike. You were right there, but just not the right one. All right, Bridget, here we go. Take a look at this card. Tell me what you want to do. You can change it, but
I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a queen. Absolutely. There's good in poker, rotten in Card Sharks. Never works. Okay, so Michael, you get a free shot, but you have to play from this card, and it is a 10.
Oh, well, I think I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a 10? There's a 10. It's twice in a row. Queen, 10, 10. I can't believe that. Listen, we'll be back with more right after this. Let's get started right now. Here is a lot of fun. This question is for you, Mike. Let us welcome our group that's joining us this week. We have 10 teachers from Norco Junior High School. Nice-looking ladies that they are. We're learning lots about them. We know that Mary has a little pet in her classroom who looks like Bruce Willis. There's a whole lot of stuff going on with this group. All right, Michael, here's your question. Before the show, we asked these 10 teachers, have you ever caught a student cheating on a test? How many of these 10 teachers have caught a student cheating on a test?
Well, some people now aren't really that smart, you know, and so they have to look on another person's paper just to make sure they're getting an answer right. So I think that might be a little bit high because, you know, just the way students have a tendency to look on other people's paper. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's just going to be about 6.
You're going with 6.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bridget?
Well, I have to admit I cheated on a test. It was about 1
Duct tape. Security. You cheat, Bridget?
Yes, it was about 2 answers because I couldn't figure them out. It was a social studies test, and I just couldn't figure them out, so I'm all, oh gosh, so I'm all...
You did that one? Did you do the old drop the pencil one where you go, what is it? What is it? No. So you did cheat, huh? Okay, what do you think? He's going 6.
So I think it's going to be, looking at the teachers, they got pretty good eyes, and they, look at those teachers. So I think it's going to be a little bit higher.
You're going a little bit higher than 6, huh? Listen to the audience, my goodness. The actual number of these teachers who have caught a student cheating on a test is 10. It is a little bit higher. Well, let me just, Donna, tell me what the story was. What happened?
Well, I'm an English teacher, and just last week my students had to memorize lines from Romeo and Juliet. And I had one boy who came up front of the class, and he was wearing a baseball cap, and he kept kind of taking it off and tipping it in front of him. And I was wondering, what is going on? And finally, I kind of stopped to take a look. Well, of course, he had the answers and all the lines written down on his baseball cap.
So you gave him...
So cheating on his lines for Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, so you gave him an F for the test?
I gave him an F for the test.
And an A for ingenuity, I would assume. Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you very much, ladies. Have a seat. Here we go, Bridget.
Okay, I'm going to say lower again.
Lower than a queen. There's a 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. There's a 10.
Lower.
Lower than a 10. There's a 4.
Higher.
Higher for game number 1. No. Do you realize how old I am and how far you've made me walk now, Bridget? I've got to go all the way down here. Here's a 10 for Michael. You got to play from this one, sir.
I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a 10. There's an 8. I don't even want to touch that card. Okay, let's go on right now. This question is for Bridget, and it is an educated guess, Bridget. Get ready for this one. This is tough. Before the show, they asked me to name as many of the 7 dwarfs as I could in 15 seconds. How many of the dwarfs was I able to name?
Well, I think it's about be about 5.
You're going to say 5. Mike, what do you think?
Looking at you, you look pretty smart. So I'm going to say that you named a little more of them. I think you could name them all. Maybe you're a Disney fan or something.
Okay.
So I'm going to say higher.
You're going a little bit higher. So Bridget says 5. Michael says higher. Let us take a look, I believe. We're going to take a look at the tape right now of this wonderful moment in television history, ladies and gentlemen. Let's roll. Sleepy, Doc, Phil, Bashful, Sneezy, Grumpy, I can't remember. Not only can I remember all 7, I can't remember the ones I've given you. Okay. I guess a lot of you at home right now is thinking, boy, you must have to be real smart to host a game show. Well, obvious proof right there that you got to be a blabbling idiot to do this job. Okay, so we're going right now. So obviously the answer is 5, and you got it right on the head. Very good, Bridget. Let me walk over here and count off 1, 2, 3, 4, $500 for you. Yeah. I want to thank Michael for all the nice support. He said I was intelligent, but, obviously it didn't work out. I missed 2, though. We got 5. I missed Happy, and the one that was named after me, Dopey, of course, I missed. So let's go on right now. Let's go over here and take a look at Bridget's queen. What are you going to do here, Bridget?
I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a queen. There's it. Ooh, I don't like these cards at all. Michael, you get a free shot. Again from the 10.
I'm going to go lower again.
You're going to try it again, huh? Here it is. It is a queen. Boy, you guys are just not getting the cards. Listen, we are going to be back with sudden death right after this. Here we go. We're facing sudden death right now. We're going to get right to it. Somebody's got to win the game on the next play of the cards. Michael, this question's for you, sir. We surveyed 100 single women, and we asked them, is it okay for a woman to ask a man out for a date? How many single women said it's okay for a woman to ask a man out?
Well, I think that's going to be pretty high because a woman, now times have changed, and a woman can ask a man out if she likes him or something.
Okay.
And so I think that's going to be pretty high. I think it's going to be about 69.
69? Higher or lower? Bridget, what do you think?
I have a single sister. Well, actually, I have two single sisters, and I think they would ask somebody out to go on a date. I think they would, because I don't see why there's any difference about asking. So, but I still think it's going to be a little bit lower than 69.
A little bit lower than that. The actual number of single women who said it is okay for a woman to ask a man out for a date is 87. It is not lower, it is higher. Here we go. All right. Michael, what do you want to do? Play or pass?
I'm going to pass.
You're going to pass it over. You're going to say, Bridget, you can't turn over 4 cards successfully and win this game.
Okay.
All right, Bridget.
I'm going to go lower than that queen.
Lower than a queen. Every turn of the card, sudden death here. Lower than a queen. It is a color television set. So, not only do we heighten the drama, we sweeten the pot. Color TV goes up on Bridget's side of the board. Again, we have a queen. Lower. There is an 8.
I'm going to go lower again.
Lower than an 8. It's right in the middle. Sudden death. If she's wrong, Michael wins it. Lower than an 8. It isn't. Michael got it. All right. That is so tough to do, Bridget. It is really impossible to do. Michael did the right thing. He made the right decision. And now he has one game in his corner. If he wins the next one, he's off to the money cards. Let's get started right now. Lacey's already dealing out the cards for game number 2. And let's, of course, welcome our audience poll group again. We've got our 10 teachers from Norco Junior High School waiting right there. Bridget, this question is for you. Before the show, we asked these 10 teachers, when you were a student, were you ever kept after school? How many of these 10 teachers said they were kept after school?
Well, they look pretty good, but I think I've never been kept after school. But I don't think this... I don't think they look like they've ever been kept after school. So, but they might have. So, I think it's going to be pretty low, so I think it's going to be around 3.
You're going 3. Michael, what do you think, sir?
Well, I think that sometimes in like a younger age or even sometimes older, boys are a little rowdier. I know I am even. So I think they're not gonna have stayed after school. So I think it might
Bridget
even...
says 3, and you're going to say...
I'm gonna say even lower than 3.
Even lower than 3. All right. The actual number of these teachers who were kept after school is 5. It isn't lower, it is higher. Who were the 5 who were kept after school? My goodness, I don't believe this. Let me ask Nancy. What happened, Nancy?
Well, we didn't like our home economics teacher, and my best friend made a voodoo doll of her. And we were all poking pins in the doll, and I'm the one that got blamed for it, and I had to stay after school and face the music.
Oh, you had nothing to do with this.
I
No,
didn't do it.
absolutely not. I mean, this is you.
I took the rap, but I didn't do it.
You know, teachers, they never understand. You know how that is. All right, thank you very much, ladies. Have a seat. Bridget, take a look at the card here. It is a queen.
Oh, I'm going to go lower.
Didn't we have this card before?
Yes.
It's a queen. We go lower than a queen. It is an 8. We had both these cards before. This is getting to be rotten. Michael, take a look at this, sir. Here's a 2.
I'm gonna go higher.
Higher than a 2. There's a 9.
I'm gonna go lower and go for it.
Lower than a 9. He goes for an encyclopedia.
Right.
So, let's see what we got on the board right now. We've got a color TV for Bridget, an encyclopedia for Michael, and we replaced the card a 9, and you're still going to go lower?
I'm still gonna go lower.
Lower than a 9. Here's a 7.
I'm gonna freeze.
Stop. Right there. Good choice, because if he gets this next question right, he'll change to 7, and who knows what's going to happen. We'll be right back. Good to see you. Here we are. Right in the middle of our second game right now. Michael's off to a good start, and this next question is for Michael. Here we go, Mike. We surveyed 100 people, and we asked them, have you ever had house guests stay so long you actually had to ask them to leave?
Oh, that's a pretty tough question.
How many people have had to ask their house guests to leave?
It's a pretty tough question because you don't want to be rude to them, but sometimes, you know, let's say an old Aunt Rose comes over, you know, so like she just starts blabbing away. It's gonna be sort of hard.
You don't have an Aunt Rose, I hope.
No, I
Good
don't.
man, Michael. I thought you were really in it there.
And so I think that's gonna be around, well, pretty low. I'd say about 27.
27? What do you think, Bridget? Higher or lower?
I think we've asked one of our house guests to leave because there's like...
Ooh, who was it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Because
Was it
there's, like-
relative of your mom's, relative of your dad's?
I think a relative of my mom.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Well, it could have been somebody, a guest.
Was it your mom's sister, or...?
I don't know. It was somebody.
Well, what did she do that you had to ask her to leave? Just kind of smell up the bathroom a little bit or something like that? I mean, it is a relative, and you asked her to leave.
No.
Well, anyway, Mike says 27. What do you think, Bridget?
Well, actually, it was like kids were running around and going in my bedroom and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
And that kind of gets on
Sid,
me. And,
take a hike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I still think it's going to be a little bit lower because I don't think people would be kind of,
Okay.
yeah.
Mike says 27, Bridget says lower. The actual number of people who have had to ask their house guests to leave is 24. It is a little lower. Very good. There's your queen, Bridget.
I'm going to go lower again.
She's a fighter, this young lady. I love it. Okay, lower than a queen, a deuce. Higher than a 2, a king. Lower, a 5. Higher. She's looking to tie it up. No. Unbelievable. I cannot believe it. Well, Michael, you're back over here with a 7. You get a free shot.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 7, an 8.
Lower.
This is for the game, the match, an encyclopedia trip to the money card. There it is. Well, that is all the time we have for that. We're going to have to say goodbye to Bridget. Bridget, thank you so much for being here. You know you won $500.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye, Bridget.
Bye.
Go, come here, Michael. Good job, sir. I want you to listen very carefully. Bob Hilton's going to tell you all about the encyclopedia.
Absolutely. World Book's 22-volume encyclopedia, including research guide and index volume. Easy to use, easy to read, easy to understand. Furnished by World Book. Congratulations.
All right, let's get started right now. Susanna and Lacey are dealing out the money cards, and I know you know all about the money cards. You know how to play them. But in addition to all the money you can win, we have added a joker to the deck. And anytime it turns up in the money cards, you're going to have an opportunity to win that fabulous trip to Hawaii. And for winning our match, sir, we're going to give you 2 free jokers. And Lacey's holding them for you right over there. So that guarantees you at least 2 chances at that trip. You ready to do it right now? I think we're going to have some help. Let's bring out your mom. Here she comes right now. Here comes Michael's mom. Come on out. She's going to help him along. Let's get started right now with Michael, the money cards, and $200. Here we go, sir. Play these cards right, Mike. Turn 200 into 32,000. Here is a 9. $200 on a 9.
I'd like to change that card for number 3.
Number 3. 9 now becomes a 7. Careful on this. Think about it. 200 on a 7.
$50 higher.
$50 higher than a 7. It is a 7. No win, no loss, or push. You have $200 on a 7.
$50 higher.
$50 higher than a 7. Here is a 3. All right. You got $150 on a 3.
I'm going to go $100 higher.
100 higher than a 3. It is a 10. You made it there. A little tough start, but you're all right now. You got $250. I want to give you $400 more. $650 and a 10.
I'm going to go $150 lower.
150.
Yeah.
150 lower than a 10. A lot of cards to beat you here. That's a tough call. 150 lower than a 10. It is a king. You now have $500 on a king.
I go 450 lower.
450 lower than a king. It is.
Okay.
950 on a queen.
I'm going to go 250 lower.
250 lower than a queen. It is. Now we got some money to play with.
Oh, yeah.
You got $1,200. You must wager at least $600.
All of it higher.
All of it.
All of it higher.
All right, all of it.
All
higher than a 2. It is. $2,400. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, we're going to take a brief break right now. Lacey showed up with Michael's 2 jokers, and we'll be right back with the Hawaii trip right after this. As usual, it goes right by. We're going to pick it up with the Hawaii trip tomorrow. We will see you then on Card Sharks. Bye.
Lightweight design makes it easy and fun to carry music with you. Also features convenient kangaroo pouch tape loading system, Sony Walkman, and Academy Broadway products designed for carefree outdoor fun, featuring this machine wash.
I saw Gene again yesterday. It was good.
How are you and Alex doing?
He shows up every day right on time.
Richard, Alex, Chuck, the men from GSN. Weekdays from 9 to 3, only on GSN.
GSN Records presents the musical stylings of Ben and Jimmy, The Golden Years.
We want the funk. Give up the funk.
You'll get such classics as
The Sultans of Swing. The thong remains the same. She's a bad mamma jamma. Help, I need somebody. Daylight Come and Rwanda Go Home. Teenage Waistband.
and many more.
Come on, baby, let the good times roll.
Win Ben Stein's money weeknights at 6 p.m. on GSN, the network for games. Not available in stores.
Relative of your mom?